This is the way I do the maintenance. Got a pump here, hose coming off the pump to a valve here, connects to a hose, goes into a reservoir that I water my garden. Loach Wars. Something I've never experienced before is this here. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen a dominant roll with clown loaches before, or the struggle for a dominant roll. That's pretty interesting. These are the two largest clown loaches that I have, and it seems as though they are challenging each other to figure out who is the boss. Now, if the eel would get out of the way. But it's pretty interesting. Their colors have faded. I do not see any of the barbs coming out, but they're definitely locking jaws and measuring each other up.
Crazy rescape at the 75-gallon crib tank. Boom.
Baby! Alright, so we got the 75-gallon crib tank here and doing an update. A lot of the plants are filling in nicely. Got that CO2, man. CO2's key, dude. I was struggling with this thing. You know what? Crips. What a root feeder. You know what I mean? Just hook the substrate up and you'll have success. But dude, I was struggling, man. I did the DIY root tabs and everything like that. Still didn't get the results that I was hoping for. I added the CO2 that I was just too lazy to hook up, thinking, oh man, they're just root feeders, they don't need no CO2. Added the CO2, and boom, we got growth all over the place. It's doing really well for the tank. This aquascape, to me, I mean, it's filling in nicely, but it seems to me like there's an awful lot of mid-ground plants. There's no foreground, and we have very little background. Some of the crypts that we have in there are placed correctly because they're a little larger than, say, some of the smaller or shorter crypts that are up front. So that's a plus. But with this tank, I feel as though it could definitely use some more detail as far as foreground plants. Some Anubias nana, Anubias nana petite, I think would do nicely to detail and accent the foreground plants in the front. And then for mid-ground, it just seems like we got that covered. So my idea is to have the Anubias begin to grow in the foreground, right, and little crevices in the larger piece of driftwood there. Maybe some of the smaller ones like this one right here. And then have it play into the background so that it almost looks like the Anubias is taking over. It gives the illusion of depth. Here we are with a 75-gallon. Put the Anubias in there, and that's about what it looked like. It's a work in progress. We gotta set it up. You know what I mean? We gotta add some more and get some of that rock covered up, make it look nice and natural. And my idea, is we're gonna come from this area, swoop over, and then come to this area, swoop over just like that, and then we're gonna play up with it at an angle, and then it's gonna be the entire back wall of Anubias. So it's kind of start from this area and work its way up till the entire setup is consumed. Wait a second, it looks like we got a floater. Where did that one come from? Alright, so we got some more to play around with. Now this, my friends, is an organized under-tank setup. What to do while your aquarium is filling up with water after a water change? Nothing. Babysit that dude, man. It will overflow.
Crazy rescape of the 75-gallon acrylic, not acrylic, it's glass cut.